Okay, so here we're cooking with kirbys today, and today we're making a dish, a special dish, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna need 1 onion, some potatoes, and some kirbys, and a cabbage. No salt, no pepper, nothing, no additives. It's gonna mess up the dish. So, the name of this dish is boca. Now the thing is, it has a great taste. You don't have to add any salt, any this and that. That's the great thing, because the salt is natural salt from the meat and everything else. So, first thing we're going to do, let's see, we're going to cut up the cabbage, and we're going to go ahead, oh, what happened there? So, see, got some of it cut up already. You know, I like to pre-start everything. So, cut this up. Now, you want to put a lot of cabbage in there. Tell you why. The cabbage is gonna, when you fry the cabbage, it's gonna shrink. So you want enough cabbage in there, especially if you're feeding a large family. Put that in there. Make sure you watch your hands, because especially if you're using a big knife. Let's stuff that in there. Okay, so always remember to wash the cabbage off. With boiling, well, not boiling, but real high water. You know, should be about 120. Let it run a little bit. But run it over the water, real good. Okay, so we're going to cut up the onion. Slice it down the middle. Peel it off. Want to make sure you get the pulp off too. Pulp is like it's a layer, a thin layer of skin that after you pull the first layer off. Want to get that off. You don't want to eat that. Rinse it with hot water so your eyes don't burn for water. Throw that onion up on top of there. And we're going to re-rinse the water, the onion and the cabbage. Now, the next step, we'll put a little bit of oil in the pan. That's for the potatoes. Then, for the pot, we'll put a little bit of oil in there for the cabbage and the onions. Now, we're going to go ahead and put all of this in the pot. Okay. Now, you're going to want to put a little bit of butter. Okay, so let's get the butter. Let's cut this in half. We separate the butter. So, we'll put this on the medium flame, and then put the potatoes on the medium flame. Now we didn't cut the potatoes up, but what you want to do, you want to preheat the oil, and you want to put a lid on the cabbage after you season it. We're going to use a little bit of adobo. Okay. A little bit of adobo. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's see. Okay, so we got to cut the potatoes up. Now for this dish, it's going to call for about I would say 2 potatoes. A little bit of starch. Now, if anybody knows anything about starch, is that if you're trying to maintain your weight, you don't want to eat too much starch. So we're going to cut this up. A lot of people don't like the potato skin. So we're going to go ahead and cut all the skin off. So I'm going to cut the skin off. We're also going to rinse the potatoes off. Cut the other potato. Make sure you rinse the potato off real good. So, got a little bit of potatoes. Turn the flame up a little bit. And let's start the kirbys. First, let's get rid of this trash. So we can make some room. So we're going to go ahead and start the kirbys. We're going to start with the kirbys. And so we're going to cut that up. Slice it side by side so you can get a lot out of it. Always use 2 packs with this platter, unless you got a small family. Get this trash out the way. Here's the kirbys. Let's take that cabbage out of there. Okay. Now we'll rinse the kirbys off. Now, gonna bake the kirbys. I'm gonna bake it. I'm gonna put it on 420. Now, we're gonna cook it fast. So you want to stay in the kitchen. You know how some people love to wander around the house. You don't want to do that. So you want to be able to Let's see here. Uh-oh, let's see. Got a little technical difficulty. So, let's see what's going on here. We're going to go ahead and alright, so we're back. We had a little technical difficulty. So, we've got the potatoes on. They're frying. We've got the kirbys in the oven. The cabbage we got going. Now we're going to mix the cabbage up. Nice and green. I didn't think the cabbage was going to shrink like this. So, and we're going to go ahead. You know what? A lot of people like nice muffin with their dinner, basically. This is going to be a great dinner because it's a combination of different things. You know, so we're going to go ahead and mix up the food. So let's start from there. Okay, so listen. So we're gonna make some muffins. After we stir this up a little. Okay, so potatoes frying. We got that going. We got the kirbys in. So now we're gonna go to the next step, which we're gonna make some muffins. No eggs, none of that mess. Make some quick muffins. Some blueberry muffins. Do this real quick. Add a little bit of water. Let's see if we get a spoon here. Make sure we flip these potatoes. Make sure they're nice and brown. Okay, so let's run a little bit of cold water. My wife likes her muffins. How can I say it? like a little loose, not too cakey, too hard or whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. And in order to do that, you have to put a little extra water in here, so the muffin comes out just right. So. So look at that. Just like that. That's the way she likes it. But who am I to complain? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get the. We always use these so it doesn't make a mess. Non-stick. Good when you make muffins. So let's see here. Get the muffin pan. And there. We don't want to leave that on the oven while it's cooking. So go ahead and start. Gonna start here. Let me move it back a little bit. So we'll go ahead and give it a big scoop. Make sure you fill it to the top because we want those big muffins, real good big muffins that taste delicious. Oh, I can't stand a little muffin. Come on, I mean, you know, if you're gonna eat, you go ahead and eat. Okay. So. Okay, so we'll put this in the oven. Now, because we have it on 420, we got to keep an eye on it. So that's the last thing you want to do is burn up your food. So let's check the. I'm going to leave the potatoes fried a little bit longer, just a little bit, because you want the potatoes hard, so when you put them in the cabbage, they'll still stick together, they'll still be together. Everything will taste good. That we're about to take out the kirbys. That's going to really give it flavor. So. So it looks like we're going to let that go, and we'll see what we get to.